Hello everyone. In today's video, I am going to be talking through the use case of comparing planned time versus actual time spent on projects. It's important to note that you can import actual time from another system into Tempus. So within Tempus, you can then compare the plan, your project plan, against the actual time that was spent on the project. You can do this in Tempus through a few different areas, some of them being report management, single project and bulk project allocation screens, roadmaps, as well as our advanced reporting tool, Insight Plus. Down at the bottom here, on the left-hand side, there are a few time tracking tools that you may be familiar with. If you are using any of those, you can import those in a variety of ways. So you can do it through the API. We've got import files, custom integrations, as well as the data sync area within your admin settings. All of those would then flow into your Tempus actuals. All right, navigating into a Tempus environment here, I am going to show some of the ways and places that you can then compare your planned and actuals. So the first place that I'm going to show is within the single project allocation screen. I'm going to navigate to project management, and I am going to find a project that I know has some actuals on it. All right, so within this project called Project Atlas, I am going to toggle from planned to show both my planned and actuals. So within this screen, specifically for this project, I can now see, grouped by resource, what the initial plan was for this resource to work on the project by quarter, and then how much time they actually spent working on that project. Navigating back to my Tempus homepage, I can see a very similar view within the bulk project allocation flat grid, which I will navigate to now. I have chosen to pull in within this screen planned and actuals, similar to the last. And you can see these little purple and green icons will indicate whether that line item is the planned time or the actual time. Up at the top, you can see the total planned versus the total actual. In this case, I have only pulled in a few projects and their information, so I can see the difference between the two and maybe make adjustments to my future plans if needed. Navigating back home, the next place that I'm going to show is within report management, a few different report styles that you can create to see this information. First, we've got a pivot grid here. Within this pivot grid, I have it grouped by resource on the left-hand side, and up at the top, I've got it grouped by year. I've got a few different columns, my planned allocation, my actual allocation, and then the difference between the two, which I have created as a custom measure. You can see then for each individual resource, if I click into them, I can see that project name as well. So I can see again, they were planned for 104 hours in this case to the project. They submitted 95 hours towards the project. So the difference is 9 hours. Heading back to my report management screen here, I am also going to show a RAR2 chart. This is a very simple RAR2 chart, again, showing the difference between your planned and actuals and how you can compare. In this case, the green bar is showing my planned hours. My orange is showing my actuals. The last place that I want to show within here is within a roadmap. So if I click into roadmap management and into this roadmap that I have already created, one of the options that you have the ability to pull in is something called progress. I've toggled that on, and you can see that throughout some of my projects, there are these percentages. This is showing the progress towards that project, and it calculates that by actual allocation divided by planned allocation to give you that percentage. So it's a good tell of where you are at within your project and an estimate on how complete that project is. I'm going to navigate back home. Just to recap, you can track actuals and or timesheets within Tempus. You can also import that information if you are using another tool into Tempus so that you can use Tempus allocation grids as well as reports to compare the two and make appropriate decisions moving forward. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.